video section.
Hey, hello. Today is special. Today we make a MARAUDA bass that is so on point, that is so heavy, you guys will go crazy. All right, let's just check it out real quick. Perfect. Sick. So I'm going to show you how to make the actual Serum patch, and we're going to be making the sub as well. I'm also going to show you how to make different patches with this, so you can make all kinds of different basses, and how to make like cool extra effects too. If you guys want this full project and these presets, get it in my Patreon in the description. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this. Okay, let's start with this patch here. Sounds like this. Okay. And without the sub. Okay, so there's some effects on this. We're going to get to that later. We have a JST clip clipping it at 0, stereo effects adding width, EQ weight cutting the lows, adding some highs, saturator giving it volume, OTT doing OTT things, easy loud, loud rack doing loud rack things. Okay, so this is it without post-processing. Alright, now we're going to turn off all the effects in Serum so you can hear what it sounds like without the effects. Little blippy sound, naturally. I feel like a lot of these cool guns come from little blippy sounds. Okay, so first make your LFO. We're going to make this ramp. Put the rate on a quarter. Put it on envelope. We're going to load up in spectral odd pass. We're going to put it on wavetable position 132. Keep in mind, these numbers have to be perfect for it to sound exactly like this. We're going to put the LFO on wavetable position and turn it down -21. Turn the level all the way down. Put the LFO on it. Turn it up 100. Load up bend plus and minus. Put it on 46%. Put the LFO on it and turn it down -20. Perfect. Now you'll see up here, we're going -1 on the octave, and we're turning the random all the way down. Make sure it's all the way down or else it's not going to sound the same. Cool. All right. Next, load up a comb filter. Without the filter, it sounds like this. With the filter. So the filter's doing a big thing. So what we're going to do is put the cutoff on 3626. If you see, moving the filter will give us different tones and different basses. So we'll get to this later and make different basses. But for now, we're just going to put it on 3626. Put the LFO on it and turn it up 14. We're going to turn up the resonance pretty high at 80%. And the damps at 45%. It's adding like a cool little high frequency, if you can hear that too. A little cool little ear candy. Now, next we're going to add some distortion. Soft clip drives at 100. Giving it some nice distortion naturally. Then we're going to add another comb filter, which is at 55 Hertz. That's doing huge things. The resonance is at 31%. LFO is on it and it's going up 48. To add movement with the filter, and we're adding it's putting it in a space, creating a sick tone. We're then adding a multiband compressor. Multiband's turned on, gains all the way at 0, attacks at 195. Releases at 195, attacks at 0.1. Threshold is -7.6. Yeah, so we're already getting loud and proud and awesome and dope, but we're not there yet. So we're going to add an EQ. We're going to carve out some frequencies. Put your low cut and your high cut on. And then after that, we're going to put this frequency knob at 50 hertz, put the LFO on it, and go up 26, Q's at 60. You see here, we're moving it so that we're taking out the low frequencies. We're taking out the sub bass while it's moving. The high frequencies will move too. So this frequency knob is at 2362. And then the LFO is going up 33. And then we're done with the Serum effects section. You can experiment with post-processing and make it how you want, but this is the post-processing I did to get it loud. So first I added a loud rack here, which is a glue compressor, saturator, OTT. This is an OTT byte setting. I changed these. I changed the knobs here. You can copy these settings, or of course you can get it in my Patreon, as I mentioned. So that's the loud rack I add on first. This is adding volume, but I was like, nah, that's not enough volume for me. Let's add more volume. So then we went to the company OTT. This is a preset that I saw him set up on his live stream, copied it, saved it. Here we are. Bringing up frequencies. Make sure you see that this lows is off right here. We're adding a saturator. Giving it a little bit more volume, 2 decibels. Then we're cutting the lows. Right here, we're cutting at 63. And then we're pumping some highs. We're then adding Dripment stereo effects to then add stereo width. So there's parallel processing going on, 2 signals. One of them is mid, one of them are the sides. So we're just bringing in a little bit of side signal. I'm going to cut this at 88 over here, just to clean it up. And then to end it off, JST clip, which is just clipping it at 0. Before JST clip, it was redlining. Okay, now how I made the sub. So basically, I duplicated the bass like this. And when I opened it, I got all the effects. And I just deleted them. And only added one effect, which was the pedal. I turn on the sub. And then when you open up this patch, you're going to turn off everything. Turn it all off. But we do want distortion. And we want the sine shaper. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn the sub on, turn the level down, put the same LFO on the level, and then we're going to turn the drive down, put the same LFO on the drive. And then we have our sub. We're going to move this LFO to like 30. Because if we go all the way up, it just ruins the sub. And then we'll play this sub with the bass. And then you have a sub to match the exact LFO of your bass. And it's that easy. So that's exactly what I did. And then I turned mine down to -3. Cool. Now I'm going to turn off this machine gun bass. And then I duplicated it and I wanted to make a different sounding tone. So what I did was I went to Serum and I changed the filter cutoff knobs on both of them. So there's two of them. So if we look here, we have one filter cutoff knob here in the front, and then in the effects we have another one. So I moved both of these cutoffs slightly to get a different tone, which is this. And then that's another bass that you can get by moving the cutoff knob. So you guys can experiment with that. So what I did also was to create like a side layer for the stereo width. I duplicated this tonal layer and I added an EQ and I went to the mid side EQ, and you can change it mid side down here. I put it on mid and I turned down all the mids. So that means all we can hear are these sides. Mids are turned down. So now this layer is like a side layer. And then what I did is I combined this side layer with our original layer. So listen without. And then you could start layering the basses and make a super sick bass. But that is it. We did it. We made a fat gun, MARAUDA, machine gun bass, and we're going to keep killing it. Keep doing it all day. Don't forget, these sounds and the project are in the Patreon. If you want any private lessons, I'm doing those still. And you can reach out to me and we can communicate in my Discord, add samples. Let's have fun. Keep making bangers, guys. Enjoy. Have a good night. Peace out. Later.
Damn!